me. I'm Anuradha Moda, and today I'm here to discuss and to take you all to a wonderful voyage or a meditation through the oldest version of Ho'oponopono prayer. Many of us have been practicing Ho'oponopono in recent time because it is a wonderful prayer, a wonderful Hawaiian prayer, the latest version of prayer which we have been practicing over time are those four set of lines which include I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you. Ultimately, the belief of Ho'oponopono is that we as a person, as individual, take our own responsibility and further the consciousness which we are connected to, which we participate and together we collaboratively heal it. Now, today, the prayer, the ancient prayer, which I'm trying to mention, which I'm trying to take through in this meditation practice, is a very detailed version. Why I'm trying to mention this? Well, many times it's if you are someone who is looking for some detailed justification of you as a soul and your soul's journey, you will be very surprised to know some very interesting concept of soul genetics, which I have tried to mention in the description area. Now, this soul genetic concept is not a very new concept in spirituality or in science. It has been existing in the most ancient form, in the most raw form, in all the esoteric science or in ancient civilization. As a practitioner of Sanatan Dharma, I've been also participating in Tarpana, which is paying homage to the ancestors, because you are not a separate being in this universe. You are connected with everyone, and mainly with your ancestors, because your ancestors' energy are directly linked to you. So this particular detailed prayer of Ho'oponopono is a humble effort of taking the ownership and praying to the superconsciousness, the divine, supreme, higher state of energy, for not just healing ourselves but healing our past. And when we talk of the past, it also includes our ancestors, the energy which we share through them, the genetics which we share through them in our cells, and it's part of our cell memory. So this prayer, this detailed prayer, is actually a detailed understanding which further lead us to those main four lines, the beautiful four lines of Ho'oponopono, which are I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you. It leads to the same thing. But if you are looking for some more reason, if you are looking for this connectivity all across, this prayer will actually help you to understand that relevance. And there is nothing to compare between the new version or the old version. There is nothing like that. Ultimately, what I realized, life is all about to find the best combination which suits you beautifully. So let's start this meditation and let's start this prayer together. Wherever you are right now, sitting or lying down in a bed, be in a comfortable position. This beautiful prayer of Ho'oponopono you can practice early in the morning as well as towards the end of the day as a bedtime ritual, as the last practice of the day through this meditation. So close your eyes, feel comfortable. You are getting into a relaxation exercise. I will help you to do now some breathing exercise which will help you to relax some more. As you close the door and be in isolation, you completely shut out yourself from the outside world, and you promise to take your own responsibility of the situation, of the issues which you are facing right now. Because somewhere or other, you realize there are certain blockage or resistance which you have developed over the period of time. It's not important to know what it is, but it is only important to recognize and take the ownership. So let's start with the breathing exercise. I will count to breathe of 4. We will take 6 cycles of these breathing. So breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. As you breathe in, feel the peace, the abundance, the happiness entering you. As you breathe out, feel the tension, the stress, the negativity is all leaving you out. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. And this is the last round. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Now you are in a much more relaxed situation. With the closed eyes, now imagine that a beautiful white light is washing you from the top to the bottom. Now I'm going to read through the prayer just mentally, in your mental mind, with the mental ears. Just try to do a recap and mentally revise it in that relaxed state of mind. So I'm starting with the prayer now. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the origin of my feelings, thoughts, of, you can mention those negative emotions which are disturbing you. For example, unloved, insecurity, unabundance. Mention all those thoughts. For your comfort, I'm right now taking unloved and insecurity. Take each and every level, layer, area, and aspect of my being to the origin. Analyze it and resolve it perfectly with God's truth. Come through all the generation of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendants based on the region. Please do it according to God's will until I am to the present filled with light and truth. God's peace and love, forgiveness of myself for my incorrect perception, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstances, and event that has contributed to these feelings and thoughts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Now we are going to repeat the prayer again. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the origin of my feelings, thoughts of unloved insecurity. Take each and every level, layer, area, an aspect of my being to the region, analyze it, and resolve it perfectly with God's truth. Come through all the generation of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendix based on the region. Please do it according to God's will until I am to the present filled with light and truth. God's peace and love, forgiveness of myself for my incorrect perception, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstances, and event that has contributed to these feelings and thoughts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the region of my feelings, thoughts of unloved insecurity. Take each and every level, layer, area, and aspect of my being to the region. Analyze it and resolve it perfectly with God's truth. Come through all the generation of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendix based on the origin. Please do it according to God's will until I am to the present, filled with light and truth. God's peace and love, forgiveness of myself for my incorrect perception, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstances, and event that has contributed to these feelings and thoughts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Now we are going to do it the last time. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the origin of my feelings, thoughts of unloved insecurity. Take each and every level, layer, area, and aspect of my being to the origin. Analyze it and resolve it perfectly with God's truth. Come through all the generation of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendix based on the region. Please do it according to God's will until I am to the present filled with light and truth. God's peace and love, forgiveness of myself for my incorrect perception, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstances, and event that has contributed to these feelings and thoughts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Now, as we keep on repeating this prayer for the convenience right now, I have done it thrice. As we keep on repeating this prayer, we get more detached from the thoughts. And as a result, our cells are able to delete and clean the past memories. As the cells are able to clean the past memories, we are into a much more free state, into the beautiful zero state. And from that zero state, when we begin to think for new creation, new development, we are in a much more free floating, high energy state of creation. And we are more free, more loving into our beingness. With this understanding, now I will help you to take out from this meditation. I will count from 10 to 1, and you will be back to the same reality where we started off the meditation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're back to the same place. You can keep on repeating this whole prayer I've mentioned in the description area. You can read through the detail. The benefit of it is many times, many of us have a very logical approach towards solving a problem. Those who are based more on logics, they try to investigate more on the aspects of why and how. So many times, the spiritual leader or the spiritual guide will help us to say that have faith in God and or have faith in that higher energy that will help you to release how a factor of the situation. But I thought this detailed prayer will help many of the people who are looking for a detailed explanation of our own existence with the problem. Along with that, I've also tried to mention some aspects of soul genetics, which is at the base responsible for the soul's journey over many lifetimes. Thank you. Have a wonderful life and live free. Take care. Enjoy.